Hello and thank you for watching. I'm Ashley Van Dyke with Advantage Software, and on today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Build Dictionary with Analyze Documents to expand your dictionary and prepare for jobs. To use Build Dictionary in Eclipse, the first thing you need to do is open up a dictionary. It can be your main dictionary that you want to add things to, or it can be a new dictionary that you're creating to get ready for a job or to prepare a new class of entries like medical entries, legal entries, or something like that, some other type of specialized entries. In this instance, I have scraped a bunch of news articles about the coronavirus, so I'm going to make a dictionary for that purpose. I'm going to go ahead and just call it virus and press OK to create the blank dictionary. And now I can go up to Tools and then Build Dictionary. In this instance, I always want to choose last stroke because I don't want it to start dumping a bunch of steno at me. And it will open up by default the built-in word list in Eclipse. This is a word list of about 50 or 60,000 basic words that will make up a basic dictionary if you ever need to build one from scratch. However, you can also load your own words. If you hit the additional word lists available button, that'll take you to Dictionary Jumpstart's website where you can also download word lists. If you hit browse, you can select a TXT file that has one word per line, and you can load all of those words into your dictionary, or you can use the built-in word list that comes with Eclipse. I'll show you how to use it with the built-in word list first. Once the word list loads, where it says word, that's the word that you're going to be adding to your dictionary in this step. And so this is the word that'll be added. And there are a few different ways that you can add words to your dictionary using the Build Dictionary window. You can use one of the suggestions if suggestions are available by just pressing the entry next to the steno, so I can just press the 1 and it'll pump that entry into the dictionary for me. And it'll also automatically move on to the next entry. I can also hit enter manually and put in the steno that I would like to use for this entry and press OK, and it inserts that steno for this entry as well. However, since I have my steno machine hooked up, that's the fastest way to do it. In this example, it's asking me to add attorney to, so what I'm going to do is hit my attorney to steno on my keyboard, and the steno will come up on the right hand side here. If for some reason I hit the wrong steno or I want to correct it, I can hit the asterisk key as listed underneath cancel to clear out the steno. And if for some reason I want to skip this entry altogether and not add it to my dictionary, I can hit next or FPLT to skip to the next entry. And so it took me to attorney 3. And if I skipped one by mistake or I want to add an additional entry for the previous one, I can hit back or STPH to go back to the previous entry, and so it took me back to attorney 2. And so in the Build Dictionary window, you can use your mouse or you can use your steno machine to control everything. Using your steno machine, it's very fast to add entries. So for this one, attorney 2, I'm going to go ahead and enter my steno. My steno pops up correctly, and since this is the steno I want to use, I see that under OK it has RBGS listed, and I can hit RBGS and it'll add that entry to my dictionary with the steno that I wrote. Next is attorney 3. I'll hit the steno for attorney 3, hit RBGS, and that one continues to go into my dictionary, and so on and so forth. And you can do this for every word that's in the list. Not all words are going to have suggestions, and some words will have more suggestions than others if you're using the default word list. Suggestions are part of the word list itself, so if you're making your own word list, it's not going to have suggestions unless you put them in there manually. And generally speaking, that's not done unless you're an instructor. And so this is how Build Dictionary works. You can just hit whatever steno you want for each entry, press RBGS to enter it into your dictionary, press FPLT to skip that entry and continue to skip past entries, or you can hit STPH to go back and enter additional entries if you want to. So the last one I did was attorney 4, so I'll do attorney 4 again. I'll add an alternate misstroke for that I sometimes hit, and then I'll hit RBGS to add that to the dictionary, and you'll see that now I have 2 entries for attorney 4, one with the asterisk and one without. To use Analyze Documents with Build Dictionary, what you would do is go to Tools and then Analyze Documents. This window is broken up into 3 parts. The first part is the dictionaries that will be checked. The second part is the words that it will generate the list from, or the documents that contain words it will generate a list from. And the last section is the output files that it'll produce for you that'll give you all of the information that you need. Now for the input section for dictionaries, your main dictionary is always going to be checked against by default, but you can add additional dictionaries if you want to. So I'll hit add, and I'll select the virus dictionary that I made since I want to check against this dictionary as well. And so it's going to check the virus.dix as well as my main dictionary for any words that I add in the document section. So if I hit add, you'll see that I can choose from just about any type of document. I'm able to choose PDFs, ECL files, doc files, and text files. So I'll choose a few files in this list. I have an ECL file, I have a text file, and I have 3 PDF files, and I'll choose one more ECL file. And when I press OK, all of those files that I had selected are now listed in the Documents section, and Eclipse will read each word in each of these files and compare it to my main dictionary and my virus.dix, and it'll produce a list of any words that are in that dictionary or that are not in my dictionaries. And so if I press OK, it will process. And you'll see that it's opened up 2 files. The first file that it opened up is the Analyzetxt, and this is the word list that you would use with Build Dictionary to add all of these words to your dictionary. These are all of the words that were not in my dictionary that I would need to add, that were found in all of the articles and job files that I scrubbed looking for words. The other file that it produces is the Analysis.ecl, which is broken up into 2 parts. The first part of the Analysis.ecl file shows you all of the words that are in both dictionaries as something different. So this is steno, S-T-P-H-A-O, and in my main dictionary this is listed as speaker 1, but in that virus dictionary it's listed as attorney 1. And so this first section will differentiate any actual conflicts that you have between the 2 dictionaries. And so if, for instance, you had a word in here that was just different in one dictionary, you may want to remove it or correct it in one dictionary versus the other, unless that's the purpose of that dictionary. The second section of the Analysis.ecl file is all of the words that are in both dictionaries with different steno. And so this may be helpful if you have a dictionary for briefs and you want to see what briefs you have for a set of words. You can always feed that set of words into the Analyze Documents feature, and Eclipse will tell you all of the ways that you have to write that set of steno. And so this is an easy way to check for any briefs that you may use. And it's also a great way to see if you have any conflicting dictionary entries that may be impacting your translation. If you're getting a translation and you're sure that it's one thing in your main dictionary, you may want to run Analyze Documents using your other dictionaries to see if maybe that steno is something else in one of those additional dictionaries, and that's what's causing the problem. Now that we've run Analyze Documents, we can use the analysis.txt file to build more words into our dictionary. So if I go back up to Tools and Build Dictionary, hit Last again, I can hit this Browse button, and by default the analysis.txt file will be in my Jobs folder, so I can click on Job, and you'll see that analysis.txt is here. If I open that up, it gives me all of the words that were in that word list, and I can enter any steno that I want to. So I can enter my desired steno for this entry and hit RBGS to accept it, and that entry goes into my dictionary. And I can continue this and just enter as many or as few words from this list as I want. I can just enter the steno stroke that I want to use. And then I can hit RBGS to accept that steno stroke. Or if I don't want to add this entry to my dictionary, I can hit Next to skip it. If I skip something I don't want to skip, I can hit the back button, and it will take me back to the entries I've skipped, or I can even go back and add another secondary or third or fourth entry for any of the existing words. So if I want another entry for this, I can go ahead and hit that and add it, and now I have 2 ways to write the same word. Analyze Documents is an incredible feature if you're trying to build a dictionary, if you're moving on to a new type of work, or if you're going to take on a new type of clients in a new industry. It's a great way to get all of those industry words or situation-specific words into your dictionary or into a special dictionary so that you're ready to work. Build Dictionary does work a little bit differently for voice writers, and we'll cover those differences in a future video. Thank you for watching this video. As always, Advantage software is available anytime 24/7 for technical support, including holidays and weekends, and we can be reached at 1-800-800-1759 or 772-288-3266 if you have any questions about Analyze Documents, Build Dictionary, or any of Eclipse's other great features. As always, email support is available at support@eclipsecat.com if you don't need an immediate response. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.